What's your financial goal?
You want more money? Turn what you know into dough. Start hanging out with the people who have it. You create wealth on your own terms. It is not only your rights, but your duty to build wealth.
You are fiscally fabulous.
It's time to enjoy your legacy.
You're listening to Fiscally Fabulous with Dr. Teresa R. Martin, Esquire, a podcast that aims to provide you with the tools, guidance, and encouragement you need to build your wealth, enjoy your wealth, and leave a lasting legacy. Dr. Martin is an accomplished attorney, speaker, business consultant, and real estate strategist, an all-around self-made success who provides highly sought-after expert consulting in the creation, growth, and maintenance of generational wealth.
Wondering if your business could benefit from cutting-edge technology solutions? Did you know, according to Business News Daily, automation takes a lot of forms, and for small businesses, the most important thing is repetition. When you find something you do more than once that adds value, you want to look into automation. In fact, as a result of COVID-19, small businesses are reporting they have been able to retain a bulk of all their clientele without necessarily having to be there physically. Hello, Fabulous. It's Dr. Teresa Martin, your favorite legal and business strategist. This is the place for all things legal, business, and real estate. Today's topic is business automation. You don't want to miss it. See you when we return.
For many women entrepreneurs, the struggle is real. We arose becoming stronger with every fight. Wealth is what we built from that together. A wealth of resources, a wealth of knowledge, and a wealth of powerful businesswomen. When you are ready to achieve financial freedom and become fiscally fabulous, call. It will not be wealth that empowered your success. It will be this call. EnjoyYourLegacy.com, 646-437-7139.
Welcome back to Fiscally Fabulous, and today's show is going to be super fantastic, amazing. We are talking all things business automation. But before we dive in, James, please let the audience know what makes you an expert on business automation.
So I have over 25 years in the IT industry, in consulting, teaching, education, and currently leading teams to success.
And during that leading team to success, how does automation play into that?
So with automation, the repetition tasks that we do day to day, we automate that. That way we save time.
Awesome. And now that's for the big boys, right?
That's for the big boys.
That's for the big boys. So how does the entrepreneur, solopreneur, fit into automation?
So they fit into automation because they have limited resources. With us, we don't have the big teams that I lead. We have only ourselves, and sometimes we outsource. So we definitely need automations to do those repetitive tasks.
And one of the things, James, that I find is when I speak to solopreneurs and entrepreneurs, they really feel as though they can do it on their own, and they don't really have systems in place. They don't have CRMs. They don't have any of these things that, I think that most businesses really need to know about. What do you feel is the reason why people don't feel as though they need automation with CRMs and things of that sort?
Most people, probably like myself, I thought I can do it on my own. I came from the IT field, and it's like, oh, I got this. A lot of small business owners, they fear technology, and they feel I can't afford it because they just look at what the big companies are doing and feel I don't have the budget for this. And the thing is, they can't afford it and they actually need it. We have to learn to give up control.
And I think that's the biggest thing,
Yes.
Because as a solopreneur, entrepreneur, you're right. I mean, we're like bootstrapping it, right?
Correct.
So most of us got one toe in the job and one toe in the business. Exactly. So when you're talking about automation, the first thing I think about is money, right?
Correct.
And it's going to cost me. I need systems. I need a team and all this other kind of stuff. Are you saying that a budget is not as big? The budget that we need is not as big as we think. It's all
The budget that you need is not as big as you think. A lot of people try to overshoot it when they start their businesses. We can always start with manual and go to automation and scale it. But at some point we have to scale because it's just us. And trust me, I got to that point and I didn't want to scale and I had to scale. But a lot of solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, what we do is we feel we're just going to outsource And that's where a lot of times we waste a lot of money because we don't understand. We just source it out to someone else, and it's like, no.
But without a system.
Correct. They have no systems.
So you're outsourcing, right?
Correct.
There's no system in place in which you're outsourcing, and then you think you're going to turn over, your business optimization or your business automation to someone else, and they're going to get inside your head and know what you want.
Correct. No, you have to have your standard operating procedures, which are your SOPs. You have to know how the system works. Believe me, believe you. I'm in the IT field, and we do hop from client to client. So you never know what day you may come in and your outsourced company is no longer existing. And you have to know the process to lead your team or to hire it out to someone else.
And one of the things, James, is when we talk about solopreneurs and entrepreneurs, right? And we say about the fear of technology, the fear of, the money spend, right? What would you say would be the biggest misconception when it comes to automation and small business owners?
Most small business owners, they feel I don't need it. It's not affordable. I have to have the control. If I don't have the control, it's not going to be successful. And what we need to do as entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, small business owners, we need to learn how to lead our teams through processes and understand the process. Because if you understand the process, you can outsource to anyone. And if you understand the quality and what you need, you will be able to interview a team and know what's the fit. Not to say that, I ran through a couple of team members, but I'm picky. I have to have it done my way, and I have my standard, my mission, and I want it all to align. So for small business owners, entrepreneurs, we have to learn what our mission is. We need to learn the processes, and that's how we lead. It's not the day-to-day. We in the day-to-day. We're the face of the company. We're out there bringing the business in. We're leading the team. And that's one of the things with me being in management for over 25 years, leading teams. When it came to my company itself, I just felt I had to do it myself or else it wouldn't get done.
Right.
And I had to come back, to the understanding that, no, you're now the business owner. You can't do the day-to-day. You do more of the strategy, and then you have to go get those clients to bring in for that increased revenue.
Exactly. Working on your business and not working in your business. We hear that all the time, right?
Mindset.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's a big struggle. And one of the things is we can't do it, the perfectionists, right? And we always hear there's progress. It's progress, and that's what we have to focus on.
Correct.
So I am so excited about this discussion. So when we return, we will continue and see what solutions are in store for you.
So much has changed in the world, and reasons for legal counsel are many. With the law offices of Teresa R. Martin, PC, you walk in looking for solutions, but when you walk out with a growth mission and a support network. Get an attorney in real estate and business who knows and understands how to eliminate debt. Teresa has built an empire designed to grow businesses and strengthen communities. martinlegal.com.
Welcome back. We are discussing business automation with our special guest, James Thompson of James Earl Thompson, LLC. And where we left off is we're going to talk about the solutions that our entrepreneurs need to have when it comes to automation.
So the solution that automation provides. So one of the things as small business owners and entrepreneurs, we're always stressed on we have to have increased profits and revenues. So with the automation, it gives you just that. You're able to reach more people, different places. You don't have to be there. You also, once we put automation in place and fine tune it, then it gives you back your time that you need to spend that quality time with your family, your friends, going out, whatever you need to do to be relaxed. And when we put that in place, you no longer have to worry about micromanaging your team, which is an issue that a lot of small business owners have.
So when it comes to, as far as email management, right? A lot of people are sending clients and customers emails through their Gmail account, AOL, Yahoo. And I'm like, okay.
Yes, I hate it. I hate it with a passion. I guess I shouldn't say I hate it with a passion. But one of the first things that we want to do when we even start thinking about starting a business is lock that domain down. And when we lock the domain down, the domain comes with a domain email address. Whether or not you're using it, you can always forward or you can mask it to your Gmail. But we never, 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 never want to send an email from a Gmail account. We have G Suites and all this stuff that we have that we can mask things for. So that's the first thing that we want to do when we start our business is lock that professional email down.
Now, speaking of domains, there are some companies that will hold your domain hostage and things of that sort. And we, give the audience insight as to what they need to do so that doesn't happen to them.
Yes, when you get your domain, with the web designers, one of the things they lead you to believe that they have to put all their information for your domain. They don't. You are the registrant. It's your domain. That should be your contact information as such. Because if you don't, you can have someone to hijack your domain, and then they may want Bitcoins. They may want this, or they may want $5 million for your domain. And if I hijack your domain or take control of your domain because you didn't pay your bill and now you got a new team that's managing it and your previous team locked you out, or your marketing is just gone unless you have the money to get it back.
And you have to start all over again?
Start all over.
So if I built everything underneath that brand with that domain, I have to start all over again.
You have to start all over again. Wow. Because you have your domain email address, you have all that attached to it. And now who to say that I don't say I own them? I do own the domain. I just didn't put the money into the marketing.
So would that mean that if once you have a domain, I know it asks you to you got the option of doing 5 years or 7 years or something like that. Would you suggest?
I suggest we put it on auto. Make sure your credit card information is up to date. Because a lot of times we get busy with the shuffle and the buffer. I did a 5-year one. Hadn't I had my email there, I wouldn't know it was expiring in June. And then had I not paid it, now that domain that I had for 5 years already that I seasoned is up for grabs. And who wouldn't grab it? Especially when you can go to the bidding companies and they tell you this domain is worth this many $1,000s of dollars. Why wouldn't I take it to tell you, give me $5,000 and get it back?
Wow. And now that we're talking about automation and small business, let's also talk about what about the passwords?
Passwords. Passwords, a lot of people feel, let me just set my passwords. Let me write my passwords down. No, we have password lockers. If you're going to put them in Excel files, make sure you lock them. Passwords we should be changing every 90 days. A lot of us think, I'll just use the common password. No, we need strong passwords, something that you can remember, but not something that I can easily figure out.
But I have people, I have workers. How do I keep changing the password?
So what you do is you have your admin to set up a rule that passwords change every 90 days. And what you do is, as a business owner, you always keep the head password and then give them an account under you that you give out the privileges, the permissions that they need. And that's how you control it.
And so when they leave, then
you just kill the permissions to it and reassign them.
Wow, now that's a gym all by itself. Yes. Because one of the things that James, I'm victim of my whole sheet.
Like, where you going there with the sheets? Like, who writes down passwords?
Hey, like the automation, I was scared of it, right? So I didn't trust it. I might not remember, because there is such things as that master password, and you can have all of your passwords. I just didn't trust it because I'm like, if they break in, they got all of my passwords.
Correct. And I think one of the things, and that's something I'll probably be working on, one of the things for small business owners, we are not educated on network security and how that affects us. And now that everybody is moving online, the hacking is just there, you got everybody hacking in there. And it's all about just securing your laptops, your phones, all that stuff. You have people that don't have passwords on their business phones. Okay, if you lose it, I can just pick it up. I have access to everything. So it's hard for me.
This is like so hot, and we definitely have to make sure we talk about this more because people don't know about it. So I hope you are getting a lot of information about cybersecurity. I know we were getting into security and all that, but we are really touching on some hot stuff. We'll be right back after these messages, so stay tuned.
When life gives you lemons, draft a business plan, call your girls, and build an empire of lemon-inspired beverages. Because a real investor understands that in these times, you have to have more than one gig. It's not simply lemonade anymore, boss ladies. Nothing happens until you decide to change your life. But when you do, make more than just lemonade. Oh, and do it in great company. Call us today and build your empire.
Welcome back to Fiscally Fabulous Lifestyle. I am Dr. Teresa, and we've been discussing business automation with our special guest, James Thompson. James, I want you to hit our audience with some pearls of wisdom that they can take with them and give them a way to contact you.
Okay. So, pearls of wisdom. We always want to appear professional. That's locking our domain down, making sure we're always in control of the areas we need to be in control. We always want to make sure we understand we need processes in place to actually run our business. We don't have to be in control. I mean, I can be contacted at www.jamesearlthompson.com.
Well, thank you so much, James, for sharing your pearls.
I know.
I know you're a man, so you don't do pearls, but I'm just telling you, thank you so much for just sharing your wisdom. I really appreciate it.
Anytime.
We'll be right back.
Generational Wealth Zone is the leading resource center for driven female entrepreneurs. Join our supportive community and benefit from expert consulting and a mastermind group of like-minded winners. The future successful professional has a business coach, and the future is here, period. EnjoyYourLegacy.com.
Well, hello, Fabulous. I hope you enjoyed Fiscally Fabulous Lifestyle with our special guest, James Thompson, on business automation. Remember, Fiscally Fabulous Lifestyle is the hot spot where we interview successful entrepreneurs to share their insight, experiences, and successes. So I want you to tune in next week when we bring back another guest. But remember, you are fiscally fabulous, and you are so worth it.
This has been Fiscally Fabulous with Dr. Teresa R. Martin, Esquire. If you would like to learn more on how you can build generational wealth and leave a lasting legacy, go to www.enjoyyourlegacy.com and be sure to subscribe. Thank you for listening. Until next time.